In this video we will make a door opening with desired number of panels. We can also change the angle of the door or the thickness of the panel or the height of the door. We can have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 number of panels in this project. But more options can be created by adding more conditional statements. There are ways of writing more complex conditional statements to use array for creating varying number of visible panels, but to keep it simple we are using a different set of panels every time. This consists of 3 families. All of them are generic model families. The first family has a single panel, which is loaded into the second family that has a pair of panels and is loaded into the third family where more panels are loaded. Open a generic model template. Place a reference line at the intersection of the planes and lock the endpoint of the line to both the planes. Place an angle dimension between the horizontal plane and the line and make an angle parameter. Hold the line and create the length parameter for the length of the line. Offset the line and create a parameter between the 2 lines. This will be the thickness of the panel. Assign the angle parameter to the angle between the second line and the horizontal plane. Place a line from the intersection perpendicular to the first line. Align the endpoint to the 2 planes and lock. Place an angle parameter between this line and the vertical plane. Assign the same angle parameter to this. Place the perpendicular at the other end of the line. Trim the lines to form a rectangle. Create extrusion of the rectangle. Go to the front elevation and place a horizontal reference plane. Create a parameter between the base and the ref plane and align the top of the extrusion to the plane and lock. Open a new generic model family and load the first family into this. Align the planes of the panel to the 2 planes and lock. Create the associate parameters for the parameters of the first family. Place two vertical ref planes and place aligned dimensions. Create parameters x1 and x2. These reference lines will change with the change in the angle and the thickness. Write the values of x1 and x2 using the trigonometry rules. Create a new parameter x and write x is equal to x1 plus x2. Place another ref line and place an aligned dimension and create a parameter and assign x to it. Hold the panel and make a mirror image on the other side of the line. Align the second panel too with the ref planes and lock. Check to see if all parameters are working. Create one more family and load the second family into it. Align the model and lock with both the planes. Create associate parameters for the model. Hold the model and create a visibility parameter for it. Visibility cannot be checked in the normal view, so change to the visibility preview. Load the single panel that we had made in the first file into this file. Align and lock with the planes and also assign the same associate parameters. Hold the single panel and assign a visibility parameter to it. Create a new parameter integer type for the number of panels that we want to be visible. We named it panel n here. Make sure all the parameters except material are instance parameters. Write the condition statement for the visibility of the single panel as panel n is equal to 1 and similarly for the pair as panel n is equal to 2. Place a reference plane at a distance of twice of x. Write the value of x and multiply by 2. Make panel n equal to 3 and load one more instance of each of the single panel and the pair. Align to planes and lock and also assign the associate parameters and create a new visibility parameter for the two instances. Associate. We could have assigned the same parameter to both the generic models as both will be visible for panel n is equal to 3. Write visibility as panel n is equal to 3. In the same way make panel equal to 4. All the panels are invisible. Now load a new copy of the pair and align to the planes and lock. Do not forget to assign the associate parameters. Hold the pair and create an array. Align the second element to the planes and lock. Assign the visibility parameter before making the array. Write the condition for the visibility of the array as panel n is equal to 4. In the same way, make visibility parameters for more number of panels. Place a new reference line and place a line dimension and create a parameter for the door opening. Right length is equal to opening divided by panel n. To counter for the division by 0, write a condition statement. Also, I want the panel to remain 1 when panel n is given a value more than 5. So write a condition statement for that too. For any number greater than 5, only one panel is there. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.